Hello, 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 it is I, Ilamour, and coming back at you with another Settlers 2 10th Anniversary Edition video. And today we're focusing on mines. Mountains can be seen as an obstacle and a barrier, but today we're going to understand how to mine them for their resources and create a thriving economy. There are 4 types of ore in Settlers 2 10th Anniversary Edition, coal and iron, which go together because you need them to build tools and weapons. Stone, which of course is necessary for building and catapults, and gold, which also goes together with coal to make your coins, and that's the only reason to collect gold. Coins upgrade your military. So if you send out enough geologists, you will find out where the different ores are, and then you can build your 4 types of mine. Of course, you build your coal mine in your coal field, your iron mine in your iron field, your stone in your stone field, I guess quarry perhaps, and your gold on top of your gold deposits. And you'll need all 4 of these in order to successfully complete Settlers 2. All of the miners work in the same way. They have food, they will eat the food and then start work, and 49 seconds later they'll deliver a deposit out of their mine, and then they'll go in, they'll eat some more food. So every 49 seconds or so you can expect to get a deposit. 49 seconds of course running at normal speed. Each miner has 3 inventory slots and can take up to 2 fish, 2 ham or 2 bread in at one time, and then he'll eat from there. So as long as one of these has food in, he'll keep working. He takes from the fish first, the bread second and the ham third if there's a choice, but it doesn't matter, they all work in exactly the same way. There's no speed up or better quality based on what food he gets. It's just a matter of personal preference. All of the miners use the same tool. It's a pickaxe, and so pickaxes become quite valuable because you need them both for miners and for stone cutters. So don't over-invest on stone cutters at the beginning of your game. Make sure you leave some pickaxes for your miners, and then make sure that your toolsmith is then producing pickaxes at a faster rate than anything else. And some people even will just set the toolsmith, metalworker, to create pickaxes and nothing else. All of the mines work in the same way, so there's 7 deposits of coal on each spot where the geologists found coal, and as you remember, all around here was coal. So the coal miner will first of all dig out the 7 coal from his mine, and then he'll start digging out around the rest of the area. So as he digs, you'll notice that if you send the geologist out again, he'll show that there's less and less coal, and the pattern is he'll dig from the north east corner first, go around in a clockwise direction until he hits the northwest corner, and then he'll go one further out and he'll go for this boundary, and then he'll go one more further out, and he will dig out ore 3 journeys away from the mine. So we look at it 1, 2, 3. This right here would be the furthest he would go in this direction. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's where he'd go there. 1, 2, 3, then he'd go there, and we're just really defining the circle that he would take. Now this spot here, as you can see, we couldn't build on that. The geologist didn't even put a sign on it. However, if there's coal there, because it's underground, he'll go and get it, no problem. So he'll take from any spots where there's coal all the way around within 3 journeys. And that means that in a perfect world there are 37 spots around the mine that he could mine from. And so in a perfect world, that would be 37 times 7, which is 259 coal available. It's very rare that you'll have such a perfect world, and so you might get less than that. But that's the maximum that any one mine can produce. Of course, at regular speed, if you had food coming in all the time, that's 259 spots times 49 seconds, which is about 3.5 hours in a perfect world for the mine to get as much coal as he could. And that's the same for the iron mine, for the stone mine, and for the gold mine. What that means, of course, is that if you put 2 coal mines right next to each other, they're going to be mining out the same area in the middle here, and so although you'll get coal faster, it won't actually be as efficient, because if you put the coal mine over here, for example, they wouldn't be mining the same area, and you would still be getting as much, and you wouldn't have to rebuild mines as often. So as much as possible, spread your mines out, but remember they're only going to go up to 3 journeys away, and mine 3 journeys away. You don't see them travelling because they do it underground, of course. Now, gold and coal will both be needed in order to produce coins at your mint, and as mentioned, they bring out ore every 49 seconds. Great news is that the mint can produce a coin every 49 seconds, so you're going to want one gold mine and one coal mine for every mint, and in my games I normally try to get at least 2 mints. You're going to want to have these as close as possible to one another and also as close to a storehouse as possible, so that you can store your coins and then distribute them around your economy. Stone is one of the basic needs of the settlers world. You need it to create construction. You're going to need stone more and more as you get higher tier buildings, culminating in the stronghold and the harbour, which require 7 and 6 stone each, and then multiple harbours once you set off on expeditions. The stone mine therefore is extremely useful, although later game. Early game you're going to want to use the stone cutter because he can also clear out the terrain for you. Iron mines and coal mines go together, and you'll produce iron and coal at the same rate, 49 seconds, but then iron can't be used in its raw form, so you're going to need an iron smelting works which uses coal and iron to create iron bars. These iron bars can then be used by other people, including the metalworks, which takes in planks and the iron bars to create tools. You're going to need tools in order to keep growing your economy so that you can keep expanding at the same rate and defeat all your enemies. Good news once again, mines produce their goods at the rate of 49 seconds. The iron smelter, as long as he's got enough goods, will also create iron bars at a rate of 49 seconds per bar, and the metalworks will create every tool every 49 seconds as long as he's got an iron bar and planks. So this system works really well together. Iron and coal mines are also used in one other system, that's to create weapons, which will then help you to create soldiers, and this is the 1 iron mine and 2 coal mines. Why? Well, because you need a smelter once again to get iron bars, but then the smithy uses iron bars and coal, so you need an extra coal mine. So every 49 seconds you're going to get these 3 ores. The iron smelting works will use 2 of them, and then the smithy will use the coal and the output from the smelter. So you're going to need 3 mines to fully stock these 2 buildings. And in my worlds, what I tend to do is have 3 smelters and 2 smithies to every 1 metalworks, because the smithy produces 2 goods. He produces swords and he produces shields, and you need both of those in order to create a soldier. So in order to try and get a soldier every 49 seconds and keep up with the brewery, which we'll come to later, you need to have 2 of these smithies, which of course requires 2 of the smelting works, and that means 4 coal mines and 2 iron mines for that system. So I hope you've enjoyed this little overview of the mines. Obviously we did a much more in-depth one on the stone mine, but all of them work the same way, so I'm not going to go into it all in great detail, just to note that all of the resources are non-renewable, so you do need to keep expanding, you do need to keep building these mines and keeping an eye on when they run out of resources. You will get messages in the top left hand corner when that happens. A large part of the strategy of settlers is expanding in a way that allows you to take advantage of your resources and blocks your enemies, and means that they run out of resources. So do keep that in mind as you're building. If you're interested in the best food source, maybe it's these little guys. We did do a video, the optimal food system, and you need that in order to feed all these miners. I do hope this video helps you to enjoy Settlers 2 10th Anniversary Edition even more. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.